Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lexi. If you're new, then hey. If you're existing, then hey. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is a Makeup Monday video. We haven't done a Makeup Monday video in so long. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is the makeup look that I have on right now. Yeah, I'm practicing it. This is the picture, the inspiration for the makeup look. I feel like I did a really good job. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then stay tuned. The topic will be just things that I've learned in 2017. Alright, here goes.
Keep on calling. She said she ready to pull up. As soon as I get there, walking, I'ma put her on the floor.
Hey y'all, so I missed y'all so much for Makeup Monday. I feel like it's been what, a month and like 2 weeks damn near since we haven't did Makeup Monday, because I stopped doing it when I had Vlogmas. And yeah, so I'm excited to be back. So the topic of this is things I learned in 2017. I just wrote down a few things that I learned, and I'm going to give you all like why I learned, what I learned from it, and how it can apply in your life. So I'm going to go in, actually first I'm going to go in with a transition shade. Y'all know I always use a Too Faced Puree palette for my transition shade most of the time. And I'm using a BH Cosmetic brush in the number 7. Actually, Bree got me this, one of my subbies. So thank you, girlie, because I needed some brushes. So I'm just blending that out as I apply it. Just to have a transition. Nothing serious. Okay, so the first thing I put was God said what he said. So, I was talking to this guy or whatever. And this guy, actually I used to talk to this guy a long time ago. Well, a while ago. And I had started talking back to him. And it's crazy because God will put things in your life. He will like confirm things as well. So like I was talking back to him, but I knew it wasn't going anywhere, right? And one of my friends was on the phone, and she was like, so where do you think this is gonna go? What you think is gonna happen and all this? And I was telling her, like, you know, I really don't know. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere or whatever. So she's like, I'm like, I just wish that he would have never texted me, because I felt I was already getting over him and all this and all that. So I'll get on Periscope from time to time, whatever, because my friend used to get on Periscope and do like her life coaching things. Looks like this girl has like a pink shade. So I'm going in with this pink shade right here. This is the Creative Me 1 palette from Coastal Scent. So I'm just going right above, right here, and I'm just blending it out as I go with the same brush. Okay, so I was on the phone with her, and it's a Periscope preacher that I really like, and I listen to his sermons a whole lot. I'm using my normal blending brush to blend out because it's just what I'm used to. So I get off the phone with her after I said all of that, and this guy, he's a preacher. He doesn't know me. He's in Florida. He's like, yeah, Alexis, yeah, Sister Lexi, you've been wondering why people have been leaving you. And because I have like a separation anxiety. I ain't gonna say it's a disorder, but I really have a problem with people leaving me. It used to be really bad when I was younger, but now it's not as bad as it was. But it's not as bad as it was. I don't know if it comes, I think it stems from my childhood. But so I get on the Periscope, and he's like, Lexi, you've been real quiet. He says, yeah, I know that you always are thinking like, okay, you done went through a lot. You have been through a lot, and you always wonder why people have left you. But they left you because God is trying to take you to a higher place, and he's circumcising them from you. They can't go where you're going, right? Then he's like, and don't you know somebody is trying to come back into your life right now, but don't you accept it because they see where you're going, and they see that you did not die without them, so they want you to continue to talk to them, and they want to. So I'm like, what the heck? So it's crazy because I had just said that to her. And he was like, don't you accept that mess? So I go to say, and I had to like, I sent him a text like a while ago, and I was like, you know what? I really can't even talk to you. It's really not beneficial. It's no reason for us to be talking. And I left it at that. And I said that to say that God said, I say that God said what he said because he's saying whatever he's saying to protect you from something that you don't even know, exists as of yet, you know? I'm going in with this pink shade right here. It's darker than this pink. And I'm going to go right underneath where I put that other shade. And I'm actually going to get a fluffy brush for that. So right underneath, I'm just going to put that shade. And I'm going to blend the two together. I said to say that, like, when God gives you a demand, I always feel like when you, like, your gut intuition already tells you, so you already kind of know. But then it'll be confirmed through different things. So you ever been like talking to somebody about something or feeling some type of way about something, then you go on Instagram and you will see a post about it. Or you go to church and your pastor starts talking about it and you be like, dang, I was just talking about that. Or dang, this is for sure confirmation. So God will confirm things in your life, but he only gonna confirm so much. If he said do something, he meant what he said, period. It's kind of like a daughter, it's like a daughter and a dad relationship. He said what he said, period. And I don't really feel as though you can move on to the next thing if you don't follow what God told you to do. Like, when it comes to being as blatant as that man was on Periscope, like, yeah, no, he's trying to come back into your life for this, and that, da. It's kind of like, although you still kind of want to do what you want to do, because we are human and we still are like, but God, I really care about this person. But God, no. He said what he said. I'm not saying that we'll always answer, that we'll always do right when we're supposed to, because half the time I don't listen. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. I sit there, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I don't do it. So it'll take me a minute to fall on my dang on face for me to be like, okay, maybe I do need to stop talking to this person, or maybe I do need to stop doing this. So it really don't matter. Like, in all honesty, it really doesn't matter how you feel about what God is telling you to do. If he said do it, you need to do it. No one cares about how you feel about it. And, oh my God, my pastor just said this on Sunday. Like, no one really cares about how you feel. It's about giving glory to God and being on the right path that God wants you to be on. And you can't be on the right path if you all the way over here. You're supposed to be over there. That ain't how that works. So no matter if it hurts you, because I'm not going to say not talking to that person it's not easy for me. It's not easy at all. And it's not easy at all, bro. I'm going in with this dark purple shade right here. And we're going to use the same little brush. It's the e.l.f. crease brush. I'm going right underneath both of those shades. Yeah, it's not easy at all. But, and not to say I won't ever talk to that person again. Because I may have a moment where I'll be like, oh, I want to talk to them and I'm going to talk to them. But I know what God said and what he told me to do, so I need to follow that. God said what he said, period. And I want you all to consider, you in your life and you sitting there like, you know that in your gut you're not supposed to be doing something, or your intuition, which I believe is God talking to you, is telling you, okay, do this or don't do that. Then listen. And when you don't listen, all it does is prolong the process. That's all it does. My pastor always said you still have to pass the test regardless. So whether you pass it now or you pass it later, you still have to pass the test regardless. So you really, prolonging it don't do nothing but add more time to it. But we still are people, we still are human, and we still want what we want. And you still think that you can outlaw God. Like, oh no, I'm going to do what I want to do. But if God gave a command and he told you to do something, he meant what he said do, period. And I learned that in 2017. Because a lot of things were confirmed for me, just in general. A lot of things were confirmed for me. I was like, dang. For real, God? Or I was just talking about that, and it's just crazy to me where people will come to me on my job and say certain stuff like God said this and that. I'm just like, what? So yeah, he'll confirm. If you ask him to confirm, if you feel like he doesn't confirm things for you, you can definitely ask him and he'll definitely confirm things for you. Will give you confirmation in a sense. Trying to blend this out. I don't even really want to blend. The next thing I put was you can do whatever you put your mind to. Okay, so when I was back home in Detroit, it's a good blending brush, boy. It's tapered. I signed up to sell It Works. So I signed up. It was like April, I think, or something. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But I didn't really tell anybody. I think I talked about it on the vlog. I didn't really like try the products. I ordered a few things. I wasn't consistent. And November 2017 taught me that if I apply myself to something, I can definitely do whatever it is that I want to do. So It Works had a sale. They had a sale, and the sale was like $16 for the hair vitamins, $16.50 for the hair vitamins, $16.50 for hair vitamins, $16.50 for the cleanser, everything. So I was like, okay, Alexis, at this point in my life, I'm broke, bro. I don't even think, I think I was working. Was I working? I think I was working at my current job, but I was broke, like full blown ass, didn't have no money. So I'm like, okay, Alexis, you just need to get this your all, because why not? So I made a little video on Instagram. And I was like, yeah, okay. So y'all think I'm not about to get, if you see the video on my Instagram, I was talking like, yeah, y'all think I'm not about to get my hair vitamins, and I am about to get them. They $16. I'm about to get me some cleanser. I'm about to get all this stuff. I said all this stuff I'm about to get. So people actually started to buy, like when I started to give my testimony and show people like my results with the hair vitamins and how bomb they are, I couldn't believe that I actually was getting people to order these hair vitamins. Like, people were really buying them. And the product is good. But I can't help to think, what if I would have still been inside my head? Okay, that was one instance. The second instance is, I didn't want to do a Black Friday sale for my lashes. I'm just now getting into the gist of marketing my business, really. I'm still not the best at it, but I'm getting better. I'm better than what I was. I'm just blending that shade out. As you can see, I'm applying it with that eye crease brush, and I'm doing my normal of blending it out with my, oh, I need to use my other brush because I like this blending brush from BH Cosmetics. It's bomb. It's tapered, so it really gets in there and blends. Okay, so I was like, I don't really want to have a Black Friday sale. Ain't nobody really gonna purchase from me, probably, whatever. Was it Black Friday? No, it wasn't even Black Friday, y'all. I think it was a New Year's sale. Yeah, no, it was Black Friday. It was Black Friday because that's the first sale I really had. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do my Black Friday sale. So I made all these little things on my computer and I put them up. And people bought, I think I sold like 11 or 12 lashes. So I couldn't help, first of all, I couldn't believe that I sold some. Secondly, I was like, now what if I would have been inside my head and been like, ain't nobody going to buy no damn lashes from me. So I feel as though, you know, if you watch my Makeup Monday series, I always say that you can only do within the will of God's, what God's will is in your life. Like, you can't do whatever it is that you want to do. You know how people be like, you can be whatever you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do. That's not the case to me. The case is, you can be what you want to be to an extent of what God's will is for your life. But I do believe that if you're supposed to be doing something, if you put your mind to it, you can blow your own fucking mind. I believe that wholeheartedly. 2017 taught me that like no other, because each time that I counted myself out and each time that I felt like, no, ain't nobody really gonna want to buy that from me, or ain't nobody really gonna, are they really gonna want to get that from me? Are they really gonna want to do it? No, ain't nobody really gonna want to buy no hair vitamins from me. Like, I'm still freaking myself out because I'm consistently talking about these products that I absolutely love and people are actually buying them from me, and it is crazy to me each time I get an order. I'm going back in with this dark shade again just to deepen my crease right here. And I'm using this BH Cosmetics brush number 10. It's a taper brush. I love my new brushes. Can y'all see it? Hold my hand, folks. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm just going in a little bit. Hers, the picture is a little out, but I'm not going to go out, actually. I'm just going to stay in and come down on the lid a little bit. I want it to stay dark, so I'm probably only going to blend a little bit, because when I start to blending, girl, it just be too much. Sometimes. It be like blending all type of crazy. But I want you to know that if you put your mind to something, and if it's something that you're supposed to be doing, you can blow your own mind and you can really succeed at whatever it may be. Don't count yourself out, or don't feel like ain't nobody gonna want to buy that from me, or I don't have this, or I don't have that, because you would be surprised if it's something that you're meant to be doing, and if you give it your all, you'll be surprised what you can do. If you're not gonna give something your all, why even attempt at it if you're not gonna give it your all? I would never understand that person. Like, oh, I'm going to sell lashes, but I'm going to half-ass it. Or I'm going to sell weave, I'm going to half-ass it. I'm not going to do my best that I can do. And I feel like we all have to start somewhere. So your best may not be your best, may not be the actual best that you can do, but you had to start somewhere. You have to learn to become better. Don't count yourself out. I feel like a lot in 2017 I counted myself out. I launched my business and I was like, oh, I haven't got any orders. Mind you, I launched it in July and it's August. You know, so it takes time to build things. It takes time. So I want us to go on to, I know it's 2018 already, but change your mindset now. You can do whatever you put your mind to, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like you're called to do or supposed to be doing, do that and give that shit your all. If you don't got nothing else to give it your all, bro, because at least you can say, damn, I failed, but I did the best I could. It's horrible to fail and you didn't even give it your all. You know what I'm saying? You didn't learn what you were supposed to learn, or you didn't get any better. Or it's hard to fail when you didn't even really give it your all. Like, yeah, who wants that regret? Now, what if I would have? What if I would have? I don't want to regret when I get older. Okay, so I'm just blending those shades out. I think I'm going to go over it one more time, because I feel like this side is really dark and this one is not that dark. So I'm going to go back over it again. And I'm going to blend it in. So I'm just applying it in a circular motion. Yeah, I'm just applying it in a circular motion. The next thing I put is, entrepreneurship isn't easy, but it is rewarding. So I feel like we're in a day and age where we're all like on social media and everybody's like, quit your damn job, quit your job. If you want to quit, go on and quit. But nobody discusses the hard part. Nobody discusses that you have to learn how to market your business, and customers won't come because you want them to come. And you'll have your days when you're broke and you may not be profitable in the beginning. It may take you a while to be profitable. So all the money that you're making, you have to put it back into the business. And you may not be able to eat sometimes. And you may be tired. And you may not be able to eat out because you want to advance your business. And you may not be able to go out with your friends because you're trying to advance this business. Nobody really discusses that. Everybody's glorifying it. Go on and quit. Go ahead and step out on faith. Go on and do it. But entrepreneurship is not easy. And I really wanted to talk about this because it's not easy. You will have your days where you second guess yourself. Like, what am I doing? Okay, I'm about to carve out my lid with the Warm Honey LA Pro Conceal with my concealer brush. You will have your days where you're like, what am I doing and why am I doing this and what is the reason for it? And it's not easy. Like, I initially second guessed myself. And it's a lady that I follow, Mia Ray. And Mia Ray's influence is like crazy as hell. Like, if she says something is bomb, she can sell out that product in like 2.2 seconds. And I'm trying to get on her level. But nonetheless, she says, I remember she was talking about like her story and how she got started and how she was living in Georgia. She didn't have a car. Now she's from Detroit though. She lives back in Detroit now. But she was like, she didn't have a car. She was hustling to sell her bags and this and that. And people look at you and be like, oh, you are overnight success. But overnight success is like 8 years of hard motherfucking work. Like, I worked and nobody knew my name. I worked and only 2 people was coming to my video, watch my videos. Even me looking at myself right now, this is kind of off that topic, but it's the same thing. Like, we're running a business because You can't look at everybody's journey, because some people will be like, I started my business, and they may have started it when they was already popular and a lot of people already knew who they were, and then they get all these sales and they get this and that. Then they start adding marketing, which makes it even better. But for some people, they start a business, nobody knows their name, and you have to find your way. Like Ming Lee. Nobody knew who the fuck Ming Lee was. She was outside like passing out flyers, and I think at Georgia State or somewhere, trying to get her name out there and trying to get people to buy her hair. And some people start from those beginnings, and some people start from different beginnings. So everybody's journey in entrepreneurship is different. So what I'm saying is, everybody's journey is different. I'm just trying to show that everybody's journey is different. Some people had to work their butt off. Some people really worked their butt off. Some people came from money and they just inherited a business. You know, so it just really varies. But entrepreneurship in itself is not fucking easy. If you're trying to launch something and nobody knows your name, or nobody knows what you got going. And even if somebody do know your name, it's still hard. You got to pack orders. You got to figure this out. You got to figure that out. And it is a learning process. I always say that when you start something new, you always go through that fucked up stage where you don't know nothing. That's how it goes. Everybody starts as a beginner, period. I started as a beginner with makeup. I started as a beginner in YouTube. I started as a beginner driving. I started as a beginner in love. You start as a beginner in everything. But then as you start to learn more, you start to get better. That's just kind of how it goes. So business, what may work for somebody else may not work for you. Just because people give you tips or this and that don't mean that that's going to work for you. But you have to find your own way. So entrepreneurship is not easy. The gist of it is, entrepreneurship is not easy. Do I find it rewarding? I definitely do. And I'm excited to see how my business grows. It really excites me. It's something that I really like. I do like people trying my product. I do offer a good product. And things kind of come together, because I know when I first started with starting my business, you know how people be trying to give you tips like, you know, you're supposed to know who your customer is. You're supposed to know this and that. What is your purpose? And I didn't know none of that stuff. And I was like feeling like I wasn't qualified, or maybe I should have went to school for this, or maybe I don't know none of this stuff. But in all actuality, I didn't know none of that stuff, but that didn't make a difference. And now I can tell you what the point of my business is and what sets me apart from different businesses. It just takes time. So if you're looking to be in entrepreneurship, I just want you to know that it's not easy. It takes some money to make money. Save as much as you fucking can if you can. Yeah, save your money and buy your products that you need. Buy everything that you need. Start. Because some people are like, they can't even start. But it's not going to be an easy process. It's not going to be easy selling. It's just not. That's just not what it is. I was watching Shark Tank, and he said entrepreneurs are the only people that can't work a 40-hour job, but they quit their 40-hour job to work 80 hours a week. Yeah, that shit is so true. Like, it doesn't stop. The grind does not stop. It doesn't stop at all. You know how many sleepless nights I've had, and that's not even just from Lexlo. I feel like being on YouTube is entrepreneurship as well, because you're definitely working for yourself. You're pushing content. You're creating content. You're thinking of ideas. It's a bit much, and I've had sleepless nights. I've had those days where I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to die. What the hell? So I want you all to just consider. My dang stuff done dried. Before you start entrepreneurship, and before you quit your job, give it a try and realize that you will have to work 100 times more harder than you would if you had a job, like a regular job, a 9-to-5 that you went to every day, and they give you benefits and you da-da-da-da. It's hard work, man. It's not easy. Like, people really glorify it. It's really not easy. I'm not even gonna hold you up. But I feel like once you do get the hang of it and the gist of it, then it becomes easier. And that's just with anything. Alright, so that's that for that. The next thing is, you cannot worry about what you can't control. I was put in a lot of different situations in 2017 where people was just, even at my job, I haven't even been at my job that long, probably like 2 months. Where people just get so upset about shit that don't matter, that don't even matter, man. Like, the person don't matter, the situation don't matter, none of it matters, and they get so worked up and they get so upset and oh my god and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. And even with people in general, like, I can tell somebody how to treat me or try to teach them how to treat me. I'm putting some purple on the ends because I don't want it to be like really harsh. Let me see, I need my other brush. I need like a fluffy. Yeah, I'm gonna take my purple and then bring it on down to the lid a little bit. I did the same thing over here already. But I've had those instances where you try to tell somebody how to treat you or tell them how you want to be treated and they don't give a damn, or they think it's dumb, so they're not going to change their ways. And you can't really sit there and worry about, oh my God, they don't want to change. You can't worry about what you can't control. You can't change somebody. All you will do is run yourself crazy. That's just like if you're stuck in your ways. Like, I get stuck in my ways where the point that I'll be like, okay, I feel like how I feel about it. That's simply what it is. Now, if I sat there, if I was on the other end of a conversation with me and I felt how I felt about it, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe Alexis really feel that way, and da da da. It could go so many different ways, but you can't worry about what you control, what you can't control. All that does is affect you. Like, all it does is cause extra energy to go to places that it doesn't need to go. It's no fucking point. It's no point. I don't see any point in stressing about some shit you ain't got no control over. So one time I had went to Piedmont with one of my friends and we parked like at Starbucks. You know, Starbucks is in a plaza. Downtown Atlanta, if you park in like the places that you're not supposed to park at, they will put a boot on your damn car. Like, they'll have people watching like the parking lot and they'll put a boot on your car. And then when you come out, you got to pay like $70 to take the boot off. So we come back from the park. So I've never like went downtown and parked anywhere else. So this is my first time ever doing this. We come outside. We come back to my car. It's a boot on my car. Like a full-blown ass boot. I'm like, okay. So the guy walks up to the car. He's like, yeah, you're not supposed to park over here. It's going to be $70. I think it was like $75. So my friend, she's mad, like, oh my God, I can't believe they want you to pay $75. So the whole time I'm just asking the guy, like, okay, how does this work? What company do you work for? How much you get paid off of this? I wasn't like upset. I know I had changed. I'm taking this yellow shade right here. It's like a canary yellow. And I'm using a flat brush. This is the BH Cosmetics brush in 9. It's flat. So it's really precise, and I'm going to place it in the beginning of the lid, like on the beginning. So I asked him, I said, he's like, yeah, you can't park here, whatever. So my friend is like, I'm pissed off that you, okay. First off, she wasn't pissed, well, she didn't tell me she was pissed off initially. So she's like, so I'm like, okay, it's $70. I know I had grown because I didn't even care about the fact that I had a boot because I knew I was in the wrong. I was just happy that I had the money to pay it. You know, so either way it went, if I had an attitude or no, I still had to pay the money to get the boot off the car. It wasn't going to come off because I had an attitude or I wanted to yell or I wanted to be mad. Like, no one gave a damn. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I was in the wrong. But this could have went a whole different way because I know some people probably get those people hell. Like, what the hell do you mean? It's nowhere else to park. I'm not paying $75. Or what if I wouldn't have had the money to pay it? So I paid the $75. I'm asking the guy all about his job and all this. I'm like, dang, maybe I need to come do this job because he get paid some good money. I think he get paid like $25 a boot or something. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should come do this or whatever. So nonetheless, I get my little ticket. Well, I pay it. He give me a little receipt and all this. So my friend, we pull off, my friend is like, oh my God, I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that just happened. That just pissed me off. Da, 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 da. She's so mad. And I'm just happy I had the $75 to pay it because it could have been a lot worse. And when it comes to shit like that, like I just said, what if it would have went a different route? Like, what if I wouldn't have had the money? So I was just thankful to have the money. Money comes and goes. It will come and go. That's just what it does. If you think about all the money that has been through your hands throughout your entire life of living, it's a whole lot, you know? So I can't worry about that. What I can't control, I did something incorrectly. And now I know not to do it no more. And that's it. And sometimes our consequences do have, sometimes the things we do have fucked up consequences, but that just is what it is. I can't get mad at that. I can't. Some people would have let that. I always look at people that are so angry. Like when you go to the grocery store or when you helping somebody, and they just so mad. Like, I worked in retail, I worked in food service, and I've been to restaurants, I've been to a lot of places, and people be so mad, and you be like, what is wrong with you? And that somebody probably got their car booted and it ruined their whole last day. They probably had the $75 and still it ruined their day, or they may not have had it and it still ruined their day. You can't let little shit get to you or bother you. All it does is fuck with your energy and fuck with your time. A whole day is time that you cannot get back. I don't have time to sit here and dwell on, oh my God, I can't believe. Like, if I get like, I've always been the type of person that if I get like a speeding ticket or any type of ticket, I'm always the one to be like, oh yeah, I did it, and just pay the ticket because I don't have time to be doing all that extra. Tell them I know that wasn't me and all that, girl, but I'm not finna do none of that. I'm just gonna pay the ticket and keep it moving. That's just how I always been, because I always believe that if I don't have control over it, or if it's something that has occurred, it just has occurred. If I knew I was in the wrong, I was just in the wrong. I learn from it and I keep it moving. And I feel like a lot of people need to adapt that, because it will cause you a lot less stress. It's no point in worrying about shit you ain't got no control over. It's no point. What is gonna benefit you? You worrying about somebody, or worrying about what somebody did to you, or worrying about what happened earlier, what happened 6 years ago, and it's done. It's been done. I'm going in with this pink shade right here. Again, just in the middle. And I'm going to put this shade from the chocolate gold palette on top of that. So I'm patting it on. That's it. You know, I'm just patting that shade on. You just want to be gentle, just to make sure you're blending it out into the other shade. But yeah, so we're going to close that one by saying, don't worry about things that you cannot control. If you're in a situation, like I said before, take a step back. I think that's the best advice I can ever give anybody. If you're in a situation and you're like, okay, this is becoming a little bit overwhelming, or I'm feeling some type of way, take a step back and figure out, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? Do I have the right to feel this way? And ask yourself, can you change it? Period. Some people still stuck on what their mama did when they was 2. Can you change that? Or can you grow from it and keep it moving? I just want to know. Can you change it? If you can change it, just comment down below and let me know. Can you change that physical act of what happened? Can you change it? If you can't, there's no need to worry about it, boo. I'm going in with this purple shade, this dark purple shade, just on the end. Okay, the last thing I said was, sometimes you go through things to push somebody else through it. So, I was talking to this guy. Everything I say on here, I got a story for. I was talking to this guy, and not talking to him like that, but like we was talking. I had met him at one of my niece friend performance. And he was saying he got lupus. Like, oh, I have lupus. I just found out I have it. I went to out of town, and then they told me I had it because I wasn't feeling good. Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, okay. So I told him, I said, you know, the diagnosis could have been a lot worse. First things first. Secondly, sometimes we go through those things to be able to pull other people out. Because some people may have got that news and couldn't handle it. So everything is not about you. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. Something may have happened to you. You may have had your heart broken. You may have had whatever your life experiences is, whatever has occurred, whatever it is. I promise you it'll come together at the end as to why you had to go through what you went through. I can't tell you how many times I like was able to help somebody with something that I went through, or like talking to somebody and be like, girl, I've been through that. Or like, you ever talk to somebody that's been through a heartbreak, or you see people that are younger, they're about to die because of a heartbreak, and you be like, girl, you'll be okay. And sometimes people need to hear that, or they need to know that, girl, I went through that and it's not that big of a deal. Like, you'll be okay. You're not gonna die. I'm using New Money from the Too Faced chocolate palette, and I'm going just in the middle of my eye, and I'm just gonna pat it. I just think it brings more color to it because it is a shimmery shade. So I'm just patting that on with the flat brush. This brush is the smudge brush from e.l.f. And then I'm going to go in with Living Lavish, which is a shimmery purple shade. So the only shade that's matte on my actual lid is the yellow, because I don't have the yellow. I'm just going to go in with a dark black shade with this like tapered blending brush, because I want it to be like dark in my crease, but not too much. This is decadent, like a little bit, literally a little bit, from the Too Faced chocolate palette. So those were the things that really stood out to me about 2017, and things that, you know, just caused me to be more at peace just with my life in general. I feel like we worry about so much shit that does not matter. So much stuff that doesn't matter. And we look at things on Instagram or social media thinking that entrepreneurship is easy, and it's not. We want to disobey what God told us to do, but then wonder why life is not going how we want it to go. And I feel like those things are so simple, but they just needed to be said, because I learned that a lot. I learned that, you know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing out of everything that I said was the fact that I thought I couldn't do something, and I absolutely did it. You know, and it's just crazy. It's like I blew my own mind, but I know it could be so much greater, and I know I could be so much better at what I'm doing. So I'm putting that work in now. But it really took for me to be able to see, like, damn, Alexis, you can do whatever you want to do, or you can put your mind, do what you need to do if you put your mind to it and put the work in. You have to put the work in with whatever you want to do. That's the T right there. A lot of people want the end result, but don't want to put the work in. Okay, so we got our lashes on. Highlighting palette that Keisha bought me for Christmas. I think I'm gonna do I'm gonna use the highlight in here. It's like a gold shade. This is opal. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Put it down here. Put it right here. Then I'm going to take this pink like blush shade, and I'm going to put that on a little bit, because I've been liking the way that look, and blend it. I think I did that with a powder brush last time. I just like the way it looks together. Imani suggested it on my live. I was like, girl, that's a good ass idea. So it just pulls everything together. It looks really good. We got that. I'm gonna go in with a lippy. Y'all know I normally don't do a lippy, but we doing one today, boo boo. So I'm going in with the Fix Sauté Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Venom. She sent me this. Oh, I actually got it today, so I'm just thirsty. I just want to use it. It smells like vanilla. I'm gonna put one more coat on. I like how this dries down. Alright y'all, so this is the finished makeup look. I'm about ready to go out, go get this thing popping and topping and dropping and popping. But all right, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to share this video with the friends. Share my channel with somebody. I have beauty and vlogs on here. If you're watching this, I hope you find it to be very, very helpful. Leave me a comment down below. I love you all so much. I hope you all slay your new year. Slay 2018. I know we're like 2 weeks in, but slay it, girl. Slay it. If you haven't started, then slay, okay? That is the thing. We're slaying 2018. That's what we're doing. You're slaying goals. You're slaying dreams. We slaying everything. Slaying looks, slaying weave, slaying hair, slaying makeup, slaying everything. Okay? I love you all so much, and I will talk to you all soon. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 10,000 before February, so you need to hit the subscribe. I love you. Bye guys.